Hi, everyone. Welcome to our Momentum launch party. We're so excited that you all are here with us today to get a first look at our brand new customer community. So before we get started, we just want to do some quick introductions. I'm Christy Cox. I am our customer marketing manager here at SpringCM. I've been with SpringCM for 2 years, and I'm really excited to be managing our brand new community. I also run our customer marketing program, so I may have worked with you guys in the past on telling your SpringCM story to the world. And with me, I have Katie Lametti.
Hey, everybody. As Christy said, my name is Katie Lametti. I am a customer success manager at Spring. I've been with Spring for about 4.5 years now. And I'll be helping Christy to manage the community. So I know some of my customers are probably on the line, so special shout out to you guys. But really just want to say thanks to the entire audience for joining us. We're super excited to get you introduced to Momentum. So we're going to get started in just a minute, but before we do that, I wanted to go through a few logistics with you. So we'll be answering questions live at the end of the presentation. So feel free at any point throughout to submit your questions, and you can do that at the bottom of the Zoom webinar. You'll see a Q&A box, so you can submit those questions there, and we'll answer them at the end. The webinar is going to be recorded and shared with you all, so please feel free to forward that on to any colleagues that will find it relevant. And if we don't address any of your questions, or if you just want to chat with us afterwards, please send an email to community@springcm.com. So as an added bonus for sticking around the entire webinar, we're going to have a drawing at the end. We're going to do a raffle and select a random attendee, but you have to still be on the line, and you'll win a special SpringCM prize basket. So that's going to be exciting. Now I'm going to pass it over to Christy.
All right. So today we're going to take a look and see a demo of the community, and we'll let you guys know exactly what the benefits are of the community to you as our SpringCM customers. But before we get into that, I wanted to tell a little story and give a little background into how our community kind of came to be and why you've been probably seeing 1,000 orange slinkies all over the place. So on the SpringCM marketing team, we are kind of crazy and a lot of fun, and we sometimes find inspiration for our campaigns and our marketing efforts in unexpected places. So if you've ever spent time with our team, you probably know that just as a company, we love to have fun. We love to sing karaoke. We just love to think out of the box for ways to make our customers happier and to do our jobs better. So as we started to build our new community, we found inspiration in a toy slinky that we had in our office. I'm sure most of you have played with a slinky at some point. They're pretty simple, they're kind of old school, but they're really fun and kind of addictive once you start playing with them. So the slinkies became the inspiration for the design of our community and made their way into an idea for the Momentum intro video that you may have watched when you signed up for this webinar, and you'll start seeing on social media. And we wanted to film our slinkies going down a staircase, but we learned as we started practicing that it's actually a lot harder to get the slinkies to walk downstairs than you'd imagine, despite all of those great commercials from the 70s. It's kind of impossible to do. So when we first started on the project to create the video, our video producer, James, went to film the slinkies outside of our office by himself. And he got a couple good shots, but it wasn't really the best footage that it could have been. So he came back and told our team about his efforts to get the slinkies to walk down the stairs. And we decided that we would go back and start working together to figure out the perfect staircase that the slinkies would walk down. And we even built a ramp at the precise angle, which is 25 degrees, by the way, to see if that would work better. And as we were doing all of this slinky stuff and filming this video, we realized that We were a lot more successful when we worked together, and we finished the video a lot faster when we kind of came together with a common goal of making those Slinkies work. And as cheesy as it is, it really inspired us, because the idea behind coming together and sharing our knowledge and working together towards a shared goal is exactly what we want for all of you, our customers, and the spirit behind why we created this community. And that brings us to why we're here today, to unveil our brand new community, Momentum. In our efforts to create that Slinky video, and in all of our research and conversations that we have with all of you, we really learned that we are all smarter together than we are by ourselves. And together we can come together, learn, grow, and innovate more with SpringCM than we can on our own. We've had a number of online resources for our customers in the past, but they were kind of disconnected and not really living up to the full potential we saw. We didn't have a connected community. So we listened to you, and what we learned is that you want to connect with each other. We hear this all the time on phone calls and when we meet our customers in person, that you guys really want to get to know other users that are like you in similar roles or industries, and you want to share best practices about the product with each other, support each other, and learn from each other. And we know that we have a lot to learn from you too. When we've had customers participate in beta testing and just give us feedback over the course of their relationship with us, we learn more than we ever could if we just kind of kept it to ourselves and talked amongst ourselves. And we love getting that feedback from you. So the community allows us to do exactly that. It brings us together with all of our resources and helps connect all of you to each other, and gives you more of a voice when it comes to moving SpringCM, the product, forward. So that's a little bit of background on why you are going to see Slinkies everywhere from now on, and why we built this community to you. So I'm going to hand it back over to Katie so she can talk a little bit more about what this means for you as a SpringCM customer or partner.
Awesome. Thanks, Christy. I love the symbolism in that Slinky story. That's awesome. So as customers and partners of SpringCM, Momentum's going to provide you with lots of value. We know that in a lot of our customers' companies, they only have 1 or 2 people who really know SpringCM inside and out. So this will be a chance for you to expand your network of Springers. It'll provide you with a forum to connect with those who have similar interests and goals, so that you can share knowledge and best practices. It'll also provide you with a one-stop shop for SpringCM resources. In the past, you may have had to go to a few different sites, so we're consolidating all of those here, as Christy's going to show you in a minute. But it'll also give you the ability to have a seat at the table, so to speak, when it comes to where the product is heading. Members of SpringCM, from our product team to customer success to executive leadership, will all be looking to Momentum for your feedback and direction. Lastly, we want to help you grow individually in your career. So Momentum is going to enable you with resources you need to help your SpringCM solution transform your organization even further. So the value from that solution can be attributed back to your hard work and prowess. Not only that, but we'll also provide you with opportunities to demonstrate your subject matter expertise to audiences outside of your organization. So I'm going to pass it back to Christy now to show you a live demo of Momentum.
All right. So most of you may have noticed that we sent an email out earlier this morning that's inviting you to get into Momentum. So we went ahead and uploaded all of your email addresses so that you already have a login. And this email is just prompting you to set up your password and to be able to get into the community for the first time. So I'm going to be starting the demo with that email, and I see that it's letting me know what my username is and that I can click on this link and reset my password. So I'm going to enter my password here. Definitely not a robot, so I'm going to check that box. And And once I change my password, I'm taken to the home page of Momentum. The first thing you're going to see is a terms and conditions page. So this is just letting you know what's going to happen in the community, and you're agreeing to accept those terms. So when you click accept, you will not see that window again. It's only on the first time that you log in. So I'm here on the home page of Momentum. I notice right away that I see this big, beautiful Slinky image. Again, that's going to follow you around for the rest of your life. A search bar, which we'll come back to and talk about a little bit later. I see a navigation here that has a bunch of different links. And if I scroll down, there are these big tiles, which we have chosen based on the most frequently asked questions that we get to our support team and our CSMs. So we're really putting the information that you guys are looking for right in front of you as soon as you log into the community. So I'm a SpringCM admin, and I've come to the community for help with figuring out how to set up a new workflow using the new workflow designer, which I haven't used yet before. So I'm going to click on workflows, and I'm taken to a page where I can sort through some articles. These are the knowledge articles that you're probably used to seeing as a SpringCM admin. These articles are written and published by the SpringCM team and go through the technical documentation for all of our features and functionality. So I can click into those. I can also choose discussions. This is a new feature that the community allows. It's bringing together our customers to ask questions and collaborate on things that they may not find in knowledge articles. So I can scroll through and see that there's already a lot of discussions going on around the topic of workflow. So I don't really see anything specific to the new workflow designer, which is what I've come here to find out about. So I'm going to start a new discussion. You can see that it's going to post directly to that workflows topic. Add my question and ask the community. So once I've added that, I am taken to the post that I just made, and I can come back to this and check in to see if anyone has any thoughtful insights around what's up with the new workflow designer. And once people start to comment and add answers and questions, I'll see a notification up here on this bell. If I drop that down, I'll be able to see all of the notifications and things that I've been tagged in. So you can stay up to date with the conversation around your questions. You can also browse through discussions in the discussions tab in the navigation. These are going to be all of the current discussion posts, regardless of topic. So if I just kind of want to see what's going on and what people are talking about in the community, I can see those here. I notice that there is a green check mark that says answered. When you see this on a question, you'll know that the question has been marked as answered by either the SpringCM team or the person who originally answered or asked the question. You can also browse topics again. So the same topics that you see on the home page, you'll be able to see in this drop-down menu here. These are the same as what you see on the home page with a few additional categories. If I click into one of those, I'll be taken to the same page where I can sort through different knowledge articles and discussion posts. So the best way to find an answer really quickly is through the search bar here at the top. So you can see that when I start typing in a word or topic or phrase for my question, I get a couple suggestions that I might want to go directly to, or I can click search here, which will show me all of the results across the community for the phrase that I typed in. Again, I can sort through by discussions, articles, people who are marking themselves as thought leaders on that topic, and groups. So groups are a place where you can go to further connect with like-minded SpringCM admins and users when a discussion is just not enough and you want to have an ongoing conversation around a specific topic. So if you navigate to groups, you'll see that we have a number of groups that are already set up. Some of these are owned by SpringCM employees, and some have been started by our early adopters of the community. So you'll notice we have a SpringCM Chicago user group for all of you guys here in our hometown of Chicago. We have a European user group and an in-house counsel or legal user group. Those are a great place to connect with people who really have a common interest, location, or title. So you can join those groups just by clicking into them and selecting Join Group. So now I'm a member of this Chicago user group, and I'll get all of the updates and stay informed on conversations that our customers here in Chicago are having with each other. If you don't see a group here, you can always start a new group. So if there's something that you're really passionate about and you really want to connect with other community members around that topic, you can click on this new button here and go ahead and start your group. We would love to see as many groups as possible. So if you have an interest and you want to take on the task and responsibility of owning a group and connecting with your fellow customers, then we invite you to do that. So as we mentioned earlier, the community also serves as a one-stop shop, so to speak, for all of our SpringCM resources for our customers. You'll notice that on the navigation, we also include a bunch of links that will take you to our programs and resources that are available for customers. So SpringCM Ideas is a place where you can enter your product ideas and make suggestions for things that you would like our product team to consider as part of the roadmap. And when you do that, you can vote. Other users can vote on your product idea and add their opinion, and then you can always check back and see when those ideas have actually been added to the product roadmap, when they're in consideration, and when they've been completed. SpringCM Labs, I'm sure a number of you are already members of Labs, which is our research arm. And this is where you can become a beta tester of upcoming features that we'll be releasing in the next few cycles. So you can join SpringCM Labs and check back on this page to see what's currently in beta. And as opportunities become available in Labs, you'll get email notifications. And there's also a group within the community called Ready, Set, Release. This group is going to keep you informed on all the latest product updates as well as beta testing opportunities. The last link that I want to show today is SpringCM Academy. So many of you have attended our training workshops in the past, whether virtual or in person. SpringCM Academy recently got a little bit of a facelift too, and is now our new home for registering for training courses. So once you click on that link, you can see that you can navigate to virtual courses, in-person, instructor-led, and a new option, which is self-paced courses. And you can read more about each workshop offering and find out the upcoming dates and locations for those right here in SpringCM Academy. So going back to the community, the last thing that I want to show you guys here is your profile. So if you click on your name over here on the right-hand side, you can navigate to My Profile, which is where you can upload a photo of yourself so that other users can know what you look like. You can quickly view all of the discussion posts and things that you've contributed to right here. So if you can't remember a discussion that you started or a group that you're part of, you can quickly find it right here in your profile. And if you want to update any of your settings, like email notifications, you can do that here in My Settings, where you can check or uncheck any of these options for getting email notifications. All right, so that is the demo. I'm gonna go back to the slides. And pass it back over to Katie.
Thanks, Christy. Okay, so now that you guys have the lay of the land with momentum, what should you do first? So as Christy mentioned, you were sent an email this morning that invites you to finalize your login information. So take a look for that, then log in, finalize that information, join some groups that are already there, or if you don't see something that you're looking for, start your own. So also want you to check out the discussions. As Christy mentioned, we had some early adopters of the community. So there's already some topics going. See if any of those posts are questions that you've had, or go ahead and post your own. Also see if you can share any of your expertise to answer someone else's question. Lastly, make sure you let us know if you have any feedback. We're listening and want to make sure the community is the best that it can be for you. So many of you have already had a real impact on our product, and we're really looking at momentum to further facilitate that. So as we mentioned, we had some beta testing customers who got into the community ahead of our formal launch to give us some feedback. So if any of you are here today, thanks so much for that. That was extremely helpful. And we just wanted to share a piece of one of our favorite pieces of feedback from that, which was from Peter at Carr. So he said that he would keep a tab open for momentum all the time as he's working in SpringCM, and would make sure to check there first before he submits a support ticket. So this was awesome for us to hear, and we're hoping that you'll all feel the same way. So again, eager to hear your feedback, and you can submit that at community@springcm.com. All right, now for the Q&A portion. First question, how do we know what we're getting points for? So I think you may have saw the leaderboard, and Christy can sort of weigh in on what those points mean. What do you get points for?
Yeah, so I don't think I pointed it out, but there is a leaderboard within the community, and you'll be able to earn points for different actions that you take within Momentum. So some things are worth more than others. Having your answer marked as best answer is what you can get the most points for. So we're really looking for you guys to share your best practices and your knowledge, and strive to get those green check marks on your responses in the discussions area. That'll get you a ton of points, but all of your activity counts. So liking something, adding a comment, being mentioned by someone else, all of these things are going to earn you points and will contribute to your overall score within Momentum. And you'll be able to see your name and picture at the top of the leaderboard if you're in the top 5. So if that motivates you, then keep coming back and taking some actions, and you'll get more points.
Cool. All right, next up, what's happening to knowledge.springcm.com? So for any of you that don't know, Knowledge, the Knowledge site was previously where the majority of the SpringCM resources were held. So training information, knowledge articles. So what is happening with that?
So our Knowledge site is going to be phasing out, and everything is moving over to the community. So all of our knowledge articles are now live in Momentum. So if you previously were used to going to knowledge.springcm.com, you can now redirect those searches to community.springcm.com. Knowledge will continue to live for just another week or two until we kind of redirect everything over to the community, but Momentum should be your #1 place to go for knowledge now.
All right, next up. Are there notifications for answered questions? So if somebody comments on a discussion thread that you started.
Yep, so we saw that in the demo, that little bell over by your name in the right-hand side of the website will show you your notifications, just like on iPhone apps or any other social media site. You'll also be able to update your email settings so you can get daily digests for groups and alerts when people comment on your posts.
Sweet. All right. Will there be a direct link within SpringCM to Momentum?
Of course. So the product has already been updated in the help menu within the product. You'll be able to get directly to the Momentum community right from SpringCM. So you can log in either way.
Perfect. Can I become a moderator in the community?
Of course, again. So we are working on building out a more formal moderator program for customers, and that should be available in the next couple of weeks. But definitely reach out to us, let us know that you're interested in becoming a moderator, and we'll get you all the details that you need for kind of taking on that role. We would love to have as many of you as possible get involved in that capacity. So let us know.
All right. Does SpringCM team have any control on groups created by Momentum users to avoid duplicate groups?
Yep. So we have a team of moderators here at SpringCM that will be checking for the right answers, making sure that content is correct, and as well as making sure that we don't have multiple groups around the same topic. So there is a process for that, and we will be monitoring that to make sure that there's only one group for that topic.
Alrighty, awesome questions. Thanks, everybody. There's a couple more here. Can I submit a support ticket through the community?
Yes, again. So there are a couple places you can find the option to submit a support ticket in the footer of the community, as well as at the end of discussions, at the bottom of discussion posts or knowledge articles, there's a button to create a ticket. Our support team will also be participating in the discussion area. So if a question warrants a support ticket, they'll be able to handle taking that offline.
Alrighty. Will there be more step-by-step guides to creating workflows or unique reports? So we are working on our knowledge articles all the time. We have a dedicated tech writing team. So I think they're expanding that team right now and working on elaborating on especially the workflow documentation. So the short answer is yes. Can you please show us where, as we don't have help showing on our, so the help menu in SpringCM is now a question mark. So rather than help, you'll be clicking up in the right-hand corner on the question mark, and it'll show a drop down, and you'll be able to get to the community from there. All right, that is the end of the questions. If anybody thinks of anything else, again, email community@springcm.com for questions or feedback. So now we are moving on to the raffle. Ready? And the winner is Kimberly Lonesome Jackson.
Yay!
Awesome. Congratulations. Can we ensure that we have an email address so that we can, okay, awesome. So we'll reach out to you and make sure that you get your prize. So thanks everybody for joining us today. Again, we'll be sending out the recording of the webinar, so feel free to forward it on to anybody else at your company who will find it relevant. We're excited to get to talk to you more inside Momentum.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.